In a kingdom, a king ruled, and times were prosperous. One day, the king met a wise old dervish. The elder was very pious and virtuous, and the king treated him with great respect. At the end of their meeting, the king requested that the dervish give him something, perhaps an amulet or a special prayer, that would help him in times of extreme hardship. The dervish stayed silent, but as the king insisted, he finally wrote something on a small piece of paper and gave it to him. The elder advised the king to open the paper only when he felt there was absolutely nothing else he could do and no other way out. Fate had it that the kingdom was soon attacked, and the enemy army defeated the king's forces. The king was forced to flee and hide in a forest, fearing for his life. The enemy soldiers were searching for him, combing the forest, as if in a frenzy. Exhausted, the king awaited death. Suddenly, he remembered the piece of paper the dervish had given him. He searched his pockets, and fortunately, the paper was still there. He could hear the enemy soldiers approaching, so he had no choice but to open the paper. When he opened it, he saw the words written on it, "This too shall pass." Seeing this, the king was furious, and thought to himself, "What kind of joke is this? I expected some miraculous charm, or a powerful spell, but there is nothing here." There was nothing else he could do, so he read those words over and over, trying to make sense of them. Eventually, he picked up his sword in anger and waited for the enemy soldiers. When they arrived, he fought them with all his might and managed to escape. Years passed, and the king went through many hardships, always facing adversity. But he kept working hard and slowly began to rebuild his army. After years of struggle, he managed to gather a strong force once again. Finally, he attacked his lost kingdom and, by sheer luck, won it back. He reclaimed his throne and became the king once more. His bravery became famous, and people across the land celebrated his return. Crowds gathered just to catch a glimpse of their heroic king, and tales of his courage spread far and wide. Seeing all this, the king started to feel pride and arrogance about his bravery and his kingdom. He grew a bit conceited about his achievements and success, and just as he was reveling in his pride, he suddenly remembered the dervish's words, "This too shall pass." Moral: dear friends, time, whether good or bad, always passes. In difficult times, we should remain patient, and in times of success, we should guard against arrogance. Time is not constant, it keeps changing. Whatever the situation, time will pass.